All right, students, let's take a look at day 4 of the Fix-It grammar here. All right, and you've had some time to make some changes, so we'll see what you came up with. The first thing we always want to check is, hey, do we need to start a new paragraph here? And yeah, we've got a new speaker, right? Shaking her head in dismay, Lady Constance once they clucked. So we've got to know a new speaker, so we want to start a new paragraph here. And then we ask ourselves about capital letters, obviously the first word of a sentence. We've got the name Lady Constance, we've got Lady Bertha, and then, well, if we jump ahead to some punctuation, shaking her head in dismay, we're going to put a comma there, right, because that's an inging opener, some type of a clause. So we want, well, not a clause, but a phrase. But anyways, it's an inging opener, so we need a pause there. And then when they cluck to Lady Bertha, so we put a comma in there. And this is the beginning of a quote, so we would put some quotation marks up there. So that's where we'd also capitalize its. All right, and then we know we need to put a period here at the end. We haven't come to the end of her speaking that we know of. Maybe that will be it, but maybe on Monday we'll find out that it keeps going. So I'm just going to leave it as is right now. We could put this here, but we might erase that in our final copy. That's why you always want to be writing your final copy when you write it in pencil. Okay. All right, then we need to take a look at, maybe we'll jump ahead to some of the spelling usage and grammar, because I see the its and its. If it has an apostrophe, we would say, it is no wonder that that child has turned out. If we just use its, we're saying it's possessed, so we want to eliminate that. So really, we're capitalizing that word over there. All right, now we need some prepositional phrases. We've got in dismay, right? The preposition in, dismay is the object. We've got to Lady Bertha. To is the preposition, and this is not a verb. Right? It's not one of those verbals, so this is a noun, so that's a prepositional phrase there. So that's good. We've got that taken care of. Okay, subjects and verbs. So it's one sentence, but I'm guessing that what she says in this part is going to be different. Shaking her head in dismay, we got a Lady Constance. That's going to be the subject. One day clucked. That's going to be the verb to Lady Bertha. And then we got a comma. So that, when we start a new quote, this is going to be the end in the sense of the first sentence. So shaking her head in dismay. So we'll put brackets around here saying that's the main clause. Okay. And then we get the second part. It's no wonder. It is. So that's both the subject and the verb, because is the verb. No wonder that child has turned out so blemished. A child, another subject. And then has turned. All right, so which one is the main clause? Is it this subject and verb and this one? Be this one over here. It's getting a little dicey over here. We'll put that there. It's no wonder is the main clause. And then that child has turned out to be so blemished. So that starts a dependent clause, right? The word that is a clue that starts dependent clauses, because it can't be a sentence on its own. That child has turned out so blemished was not its own sentence, with child being the subject. So we've got the clauses marked there. That's good. Looks like spelling, usage, grammar. So we should look at openers. Shaking is an inging opener, so that's going to be a number 4. We don't have at the beginning of any new sentences, so we're done with openers. We took care of the punctuation and quotation marks. So the big thing here is going to be take a look at blemished. And it should be something like marred, spoiled by imperfections. Okay, I'm sure there's a little bit of variety that you guys have out of your dictionary. So a short one. That's why it says day 4. The lady will continue speaking. Do not put the closing quotation marks. I didn't even see. I talked through it. I should have looked at the directions. Many of you probably caught that there. All right, so that's going to be day 4. That's good. And then tomorrow we'll look for some good verbs and quality adjectives and adverbs, and then have you rewrite it neatly in pencil, double spaced, properly indented tomorrow.